Hello, it's Sarah from Divinely You. I wanted to talk into this lunar eclipse plus the solar eclipse that we had earlier in October because what occurred to me Tuesday evening was that these eclipses are in feminine planets or feminine signs. So the zodiac signs all are either masculine or feminine energy, and earth and water are feminine. How interesting, right? And I happened to be at a couple of events within the last month where feminine, like, I mean, they were mostly women, but there were men present, and we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, right? So what was interesting was that they were mostly women at these events, and there were like just a few men, right? So there were men present, but mostly it was the women. And what I really heard from a lot of the women, which made me feel less alone because I've had struggles with my own relationships with men in my life, and I got that a lot of other women have had too. And it occurred to me while I was thinking about it was with the nodes where they are right now, with Taurus and Scorpio being feminine zodiac signs, that like this is like a massive healing for the feminine, right? Whether it's man's feminine energy or the divine feminine as in women. Okay. And so what I was really present to was that the healing of the divine feminine, and by that I mean talking about our experiences in relationships with men, right? I don't, like, romantically, I don't have the greatest history with men in relationships. And I know I'm not alone, and that's the beauty of like these events that I attended recently, is that I felt less alone. Like, I'm not the only one who's really struggling to be able or to feel more comfortable interacting with men without thinking that they're going to do something to hurt me physically or mentally or whatever, right? And so, but talking these things out loud in the company of men is letting the men know where women are in relationship to men. And it's this is how we heal and balance and rebalance the masculine and the feminine, is the feminine heals herself, right? We take on our healing work and we talk openly. I said this after I got out of my relationship in 2015, was like, how come we're not talking about emotional and verbal abuse, which, to if it's taken too far, can feel like physical abuse because you tend to take it through your body, right? Like, I remember my body feeling like sick because of how I was being treated. And so, but talking about these experiences with men who are doing their healing work too gives them this opportunity to see like what he can do from his masculine perspective and his healing journey to help the masculine, as in the men, heal, right? We're also like doing all of this within ourselves, right? If we heal our divine, our feminine, whether you're a man or a woman, we heal our feminine, it helps to balance and heal our masculine, right? Same with us women, speaking these things out loud for men to hear and other women, so that we feel less alone, that we, have had these issues with men and uncomfortable situations with men. And then men hear it, and men can be like, oh shit, we men need to get our shit together, right? There are wonderful men out there. I know it. I've met them. I've encountered them in various capacities. And so I'm really empowered by the fact that men are showing up to healing events to, do inner work and to support the healing of not only men in general, but the masculine, the divine masculine. And so that's what I'm feeling coming off of this eclipse. And I pulled some tarot cards from the Yarn Tarot deck. I thought that would be fun. And I got the Two of Cups in reverse. And so I thought this was interesting because like it's about like partnerships that are not going so good, right? It's in reverse. And it's like the secrets, right? It's the stuff we're not talking about in relationships. So whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, maybe you're single and you're like, what the fuck? But it's like what are you not talking about? What's not being brought up in your relationship? What are you maybe both harboring just to save the relationship, and trying to keep yourself from getting out of a bad relationship? Or maybe you're not in a relationship and you're not trying to heal that part of you that wants to be in a relationship. And so I feel like that's what this Two of Cups in reverse is talking about. And then we got the Sun card upright, which to me is like the healing is in the growth. Like the growth is in the healing. It's like the there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a beautiful relationship with your masculine and feminine, or with a divine masculine, or with a divine feminine, like waiting for you on the other side of you, like diving in and doing this healing work and acknowledging your like hesitation or your uncomfortableness around the opposite sex, or like whatever. So I thought the Sun card was really important. And then the King of Wands in reverse. Again, this just goes back to like, it's got to be talked about. It's got to be like publicly talked about. Like I said before, I remember getting out of my last relationship thinking, how come nobody's talking about these things, like really openly talking about it? And when I talk about, my previous relationships with men, people get so uncomfortable that I'm so open and willing to talk about it. But that's how we heal it. We cannot, and this goes for anything, right? We cannot heal that which we are unwilling to see. And I'm seeing this in a lot of places, like the suppression of what's taboo, what's not, we're not supposed to talk about. And the thing is that that's bullshit. We need to stop, because that's what's preventing us from creating beautiful lives for all of us in humanity collectively. So thought I'd bring that to you today. Hope you like this. Give me some feedback below and let me know what you think. Share the video if you want to, and see you next time.
Stop recording video.